What's up, CBC the RIM? Pastor Drew here, and it feels like it has been such a long time since we've had a chance to connect. I know many of you over the course of June were in mine and my wife's house, sharing meals together, doing life side by side, learning how to be a community that's on mission and dream big and pray big prayers, but know that the summer months bring a lot of travel. A lot of us are all over the place and we haven't had a chance to connect. And so I just wanted to drop a line and tell you that I love you. I'm praying for you, each by name, your families, asking God to prepare our hearts for something really, really big. Believe that the best days are ahead of us. And it's crazy to think that we are less than 2 months away from going public with this church plant and launching September 15th. I've said it often with our staff. I believe this church has already started. We're just going public in the middle of September. But I wanted to invite you into a few things. I am in my hotel room in Oklahoma City speaking at a camp. And wanted to drop this line and just invite you and remind you to continue to be praying for what God is going to do and will do in the coming months. That we believe that prayer is not preparation for the greater work, it is the greater work. And we believe that what God has called us to, it's absolutely impossible on our own. And so we want God to go before us. We need Him to go before us and to accomplish what He wants to do in this coming season. So continue to be praying that the ground in the RIM area would be softened, that the soil will be ripe and ready, so that as we sow seeds, that we would get to reap a harvest of lives changed, people going from death to life, and our church growing. And so pray for that, pray for your neighbors, pray for the people that God has put in your life, in your areas of influence. I would invite you to please pray for me. This has been a crazy season where honestly I feel a little overwhelmed, I feel ill-equipped to be able to accomplish all that God wants us to accomplish in this season. And so I just get nervous sometimes of whether or not I'll be able to lead this appropriately. But I also know that it's in my weakness that Christ is made strong. So we'd love for you to pray for me, pray for my staff and the team that'll be leading the way, and to pray for yourself, that God would use you in a mighty way. I've said this several times. Drew is not planting a church. CBC is not planting a church. We are planting a church together, and we need you desperately. And then the second thing is I want to encourage you to be missional, to think like, gosh, who has God put in your neighborhood, across your street, that He's called you to love as you go out to eat at restaurants, as you go to coffee shops. Have your eyes open, realizing that those people that you're brushing shoulders with, that you're sharing space with, that God is doing a work in their life. And we have an opportunity to see people either as scenery, machinery, or my prayers that we would see all people as ministry. And so have eyes open. And then lastly, just want to remind you that July 27th, 28th, that weekend is coming up really fast. We have a commissioning night, and we want you guys to all be a part of that as we get sent out by CBC to go to the RIM to be missionaries there. And so I love you guys. So grateful that we get to do this side by side, building a family that is living on mission, and I am so honored and can't believe that I get to do this alongside of you. I love you. We'll see you soon.